Hello and welcome to another Talk Wargaming unboxing, and we're continuing our look at Rubicon models, and in this video I'll be unboxing the M8 Scott kit. Now this kit comes with enough components to either create an M8 Scott or an M5 Stuart. Going through some of the features of the kit, you also get some open hatches, spare road wheels, hedgerow cutter, and you also get US and Allies insignia and markings. So just flipping this box over to look at the contents on the back, and you can see an example of the Scott and also the Stuart as well there. So it's got a few kind of historical details on the sets as well, and you've got an example of the water slide decal set. So let's open this box up and take a look at the contents inside. So here we have the contents of the box, and as you can see here we've got the decal sheet first of all, and as I mentioned before it's got the US insignias as well as the Allies. So we've got some Free French insignias there, as well as some British Desert Rat insignia there as well that you can use. So moving on, we have the instruction booklet, and we have the two sprues with all of the components labelled with a number, so you can quite easily follow these instructions. And we've got about 5 steps depending on which tank you decide to assemble. Quite easy to follow, nicely diagrammed with all of the components labelled that associate with the numbering on the sprues. So in this set we've got 2 sprues, and these come individually bagged. So let's take these out of the bags and take a closer look at the components. So here we have the first sprue, which is the A sprue, and all the components on here are not labelled as such. As I mentioned, for the instruction booklet, all the parts are numbered, but they've also got a letter which corresponds to the sprue that they're on. So for example, all the parts are A16, for example. This sprue contains the main kind of chassis. We've got the kind of the undercarriage and also the tracks as well there. In addition to that, we've also got the hedgerow cutters, the side skirts as well. The plastic's quite nice and firm, as you can see there, but however the sprue is slightly bendy, so if you can see it bending, that is just the sprue, not the components themselves. So moving on, we have the second sprue here, which features the turrets and also the cupolas as well. We also get some different front panellings there, and you can just about see the riveting details just on the front there. So these nice little details that really kind of brings the kit to life. We also get the pintle mounted machine gun there as well, the 50 cal just on there, and we also get the main guns just here and here. So this is the B sprue, and all the parts are named accordingly. So now that we've taken a look at the actual sprues, let's get this the miniature assembled and take a look at the finished product. So here we have the completed tank, and as you can see here I've gone for the M8 variant with the howitzer on the top there, and if I just look through the turret you can see it's an open top turret, and you can see the grating just through past the gun there, and it's a very nice little feature that's been included. It's very simple, just a little bit of one more plastic component which just sits in the bottom there, so it just means that when you're looking through the turret you're not just looking at bare plastic. Assembly wise, the kit was very easy to build. It was mainly just the chassis. The turret was probably the most complex part of the actual build itself. As with all the Rubicon kits, the tracks actually come separately, as you can see there, so you can take them off for ease of painting and then glue them on afterwards. And I've also omitted the side skirts as well, so these will just be placed over the top once the tracks have been finished. Detailing wise, we've got some stowage items on the back here, such as the spade and the pickaxe. And we've also got some nice detailing in the chassis, such as the grills, and also all these little rivets that have been included across the miniature. Now this is the actual M8 version, and the main difference between this and the actual M5 is the front panelling here, and also the cupola is slightly different for the M5, so bring in the M5 turret. You can see that in the M8 cupola it doesn't quite fit, it's a little bit too small for the actual fitting in there, but I still had enough parts to assemble this entirely separate turret. So bringing the M8 turret back in, and also bringing in the Sherman so you can kind of get an idea of the size comparison. You can see that's a really nice little light tank, and also bring in a US infantryman from War Games. You can see that's a nice alternative that you can use in your games of bolt action. So now that we've looked at both at the kit, let's zoom out and get a summary. So that was the M8 Scott from Rubicon Models. Now, it's a very nice kit for the wargamer because it's very simple to build, it's very straightforward, you can get quite a few of them done quite quickly, but it's also great for the scale model builder as well because there's plenty of detail even in this 1/56 scale kit. Now, price-wise, it's priced at £18, which is very reasonable for a kind of a kit of this size as well. It makes it slightly cheaper than what's currently available on the market as well, which is great, and it's all plastic, which is a lot easier to work with, and it also means that you can kind of use it with the Rubicon Models other M5 kit as well, because all the parts are interchangeable. So that was the M8 Scott. Let me know what you think about it in the comments, and until next time, thanks for watching and goodbye.